The Hollow Trace, Episode 6, The Sky That Isn't the Sky. For as long as humans have gazed upward, we have assumed the sky is infinite, a ceiling we can never reach, a vault of stars and clouds extending beyond imagination. Yet ancient cultures, whose knowledge was painstakingly encoded in myths and sacred texts, suggest that the sky is not limitless but structured, layered, bounded, and perhaps deliberately obscured. The Hebrews wrote of the firmament, a dome separating waters above from waters below. The Egyptians painted their ceilings with stars that moved along mechanical arcs, hinting at a celestial architecture. Norse myths spoke of Yggdrasil, connecting realms below, above, and in between, with the heavens acting as a literal shell over the earth. These were not poetic metaphors to the ancients. They were descriptions of reality, codified in stories meant to survive millennia. The implication is simple, yet staggering. If the sky is constructed, then the world we live in may be contained, and what we see may only be one layer of a far larger system. Modern observations offer strange parallels. Pilots and high-altitude researchers report anomalies in the upper atmosphere, light bending in ways textbooks cannot explain, electromagnetic interference that defies prediction, and persistent temperature inversions creating mirages of impossible landscapes. Satellites occasionally return images that are blurred or inconsistent in several areas across continents, and particularly near the poles, where the supposed end of the globe should appear uniform. Astronomers note that light from distant stars occasionally refracts in unexplainable ways, as if passing through layers of a semi-solid dome. Even the behavior of the sun near extreme latitudes, lingering at odd angles, bending shadows in unnatural directions, raises questions about the shape and scale of the environment we assume to be open space. These phenomena, while individually explainable, form a pattern that resonates eerily with the layered sky described by the ancients, suggesting that our perception of the heavens may be as curated as our maps of the Earth. If the crater theory of the Earth holds true, and if Antarctica is indeed the perimeter wall of our enclosed world, then the sky above may be more than atmosphere. It may be the lid of the basin, part of a protective shell surrounding our chamber. The firmament is not a poetic construct, but a literal boundary, separating our crater from other chambers beyond. The stories of ancient explorers, secretive expeditions, and the myths of Shambhala, Svartalfheim, and the inner earth all converge here. We are contained, guided, and observed from within an architecture designed to control what we see and understand. What lies beyond this sky, if such a space exists, has never been revealed to surface dwellers, and yet traces of it ripple through myths, forbidden documents, and the occasional cryptic log from polar adventurers who glimpse something that cannot be reconciled by conventional science. Legends speak of those who have crossed the threshold. Whether through hidden tunnels, polar passages, or ancient gateways, they return, if they return at all, with memories of lands bathed in unknown light, of civilizations preserved in isolation, of geometries that defy Euclidean understanding, of skies that seem to hover, not curve. Some accounts speak of multiple suns, rivers flowing upward, and mountains that hum when touched. These are not stories of alien worlds, but of human worlds hidden beneath or beyond the structures we call our own. If even fragments of these stories are true, then our understanding of physics, biology, and history is incomplete. Deliberately incomplete, crafted to prevent us from perceiving the larger design. As the series closes, one question lingers. If we are contained within a crater bounded by ice walls and capped by a constructed sky, what lies beyond the perimeter? Some say we can see the reflection of hidden continents in the moon. The myths, the documents, the unexplained observations all point to the existence of something greater, something deliberately hidden. The world we know may be only one chamber in a network of basins, each with its own skies, its own lands, its own history. The architects of the veil remain unseen, their purpose inscrutable, but the evidence suggests a plan, a containment, and perhaps a warning. The universe we inhabit is curated, and our vision of reality is partial. Names, timing, visual effects, cancellations, and cultural myths form a pattern. Even Operation Fishbowl in 1962 was a series of high-altitude nuclear tests carried out by the United States within the larger Operation Dominic test program. These detonations, like Starfish Prime, Bluegill Triple Prime, and Kingfish, were launched using rockets carrying nuclear warheads, represents humanity's most aggressive attempt to test whatever lies above us. The results may have reinforced ancient stories in the Inuit, Hopi, Navajo, Sumerian, Mesopotamian, Hebrews, Indians, and Norse cosmology people about layered, sealed worlds separated by barriers. There are more legends. These cultural parallels reinforce the ancient idea of a sky barrier that humanity has tried and failed to breach. To lift the veil entirely would require crossing the ice, descending the tunnels, and looking up at the sky that isn't the sky, toward horizons we were never meant to see. And yet, for those willing to search, the maps, myths, and hidden corridors remain. The hollow trace is not finished. It merely pauses here, leaving the final steps to those brave enough to seek the worlds beyond.
Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. I don't wanna keep on second guessing, 'cause guessing is useless. Keep on second guessing, 'cause guessing is useless. Useless, useless.